Hey guys, it's Delora Dabbles here, and today I want to talk about meditation with you guys. I wrote an index card so I wouldn't get sidetracked and distracted, and this video wouldn't run for half an hour. Um, this is meditation both to help with anxiety and to actually also raise your vibrations or, open your chakras, whatever. These are very good kind of basic meditation principles and such. So, um, just sitting and breathing, just sitting and breathing, just sitting and counting your breath, whatever kind of rhythmic breathing that you like and you prefer. I found a rhythmic breathing strategy that I really like, or technique I should say, that I really like. What you do is, like, listen to your heartbeat, find the count of your heartbeat, use that count to count your breath. So you're going to do 4 heartbeats in. So you're going to count your 4 heartbeats in, hold for 2, breathe out for 4 heartbeats, hold for 2, breathe in for 4 heartbeats, hold for 2, breathe out for 4 heartbeats, hold for 2. Are you annoyed yet? Are you bored yet? Are we saying the same thing? And you do that and you just count that breath. Just sitting and focusing on your breathing and listening to your body as you're counting your breath, that is meditation. Anything along those lines can be meditation. You can sit there and you can try to think of nothing. It's really hard to shut your mind down and to not think of anything. The easiest way to not think of anything is to actually think of a very specific thing, like a specific word. There are mantras that you can use. You make it can be whatever word you want it to be. Something that sounds cool, like chicka 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 chicka. All right, it's just a noise you can make with your mouth, right? So you'll do your whole thing. If you like to sit like this with your arms folded and your fingers together, that's cool. You can do whatever you want, whatever makes you feel wooey, or whatever just makes you feel happy. You can sit with your palms up. You can do whatever you want to with your hands. Don't worry about what you do with your hands. It's really not important. Um, and you focus on that one word. And so you'll start off your meditation. You'll say that word very quickly. You'll go chicka, 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 chicka. You slow it down as you go. So it's going to be like chicka, 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 chicka. And you let that word fade out, right? It's the same with the breathing. You can have your breath counting also be your focus that you fade out, right? So the best way to think of nothing is to focus on a very specific thing and let that very specific thing fade out. So then you're not thinking of anything. If you sit there and try not to think of anything, it's going to be really hard because you're going to be thinking about not thinking of anything. Focus and fade out. Best way to not think of anything. um, Aside from not thinking of anything, so we've got all kinds of different meditations already. We've got 2 different kinds of not thinking meditations. We've got just breathing and counting your breath meditation. And now we can add a meditation that you can get thousands of meditations from just this one type of meditation. And that is adding visualizations to your meditation. Visualizations is like a daydream. It's you're imagining it, right? So you can, excuse me, I had to hiccup. Just had lunch. Um, you can do, like, I have a couple of examples here. A really good visualization meditation is called the cleansing breath. So what you'll do is you will sit and meditate with your eyes closed. You will imagine you are breathing in white smoke and breathing out black smoke. You are breathing in the clean and breathing out the dirty, the negative, the nasty. You are breathing in the pure and the clean and the light, right? As you do that meditation, you might want to make that visualization more and more detailed, right? So maybe you will imagine the smoke coming in through your nose and imagine it going down your lungs and filling your lungs with this beautiful white smoke. And as the smoke is swirling in your lungs, it turns gray and then it turns black, and then you breathe it out and you expel all that nastiness, right? You can make the visualization as detailed as you need it to be for it to work for you. If you're not very good at visualizing things in your mind, this is where you can actually practice visualization much better. And visualization is a very important part of magical practice. So if you are at all interested in magical practice, visualization meditation is the best way to practice the visualization component of magic, because you're just visualizing stuff. There's another cleansing meditation that I got out of my favorite meditation book, which I didn't grab off the bookshelf. I'll show it to you guys in a minute. Whenever I was reading this book, it's called The ABCs of Chakra Therapy. And it's basically, therapy using chakra meditations. And one of the meditations she gives you, and she'll list it out on the page. So I'm reading it and I'm just doing it as I'm reading it. I'm not turning the page and reading the whole thing. So she just suggests in the middle of a page, like, oh, cleanse yourself with cosmic energy. Imagine all the energy coming out of the stars and the cosmos above us coming into our head. I was like, that sounds so beautiful. I'm going to do that right now. And I got very lightheaded. I was sitting there and I was like, wow, I'm really lightheaded. What is going on with me? I was like, that's really weird that I'm super lightheaded. So I got up and I did some stretches, still kind of feeling a little ethereal there, right? And I turn the page and I keep reading. She goes, cleansing with cosmic energy alone may cause lightheadedness. You need to ground yourself with earth energy too. And I was like, I'm lightheaded right now. Oh my God, it's working. Oh my God, I didn't know it was supposed to do that, and it did that. And oh my God, this works. This stuff works. And so that was kind of like my aha moment of like, wow, this stuff works. I'd like to share that with you. So I did. And so I sit and I bring the earth energy up through me. Immediately the lightheadedness, the ethereal feelingness goes away. It goes away. And I was like, wait, doing visualized meditations can cause real physiological reactions in my body? My mind can do that? Okay, yeah, it can. It's really great. I'm going to pause this to show you guys that book. The ABCs of Chakra Therapy by Deidre Deemer, and it is a workbook. It's a very great workbook. She has all kinds of different chakra points and things. She has a really great questionnaire, and I'll give you guys a couple things, a couple of the questions. It's like 100 questions at least. It's 110 questions. Do you judge yourself as stupid or not having anything worthwhile saying? Do you clench your jaws? Are you unsure of who you are? Is your sense of who you are changing? Do you have difficulty breathing? Do you take on other people's stuff? Is it hard for you to relax? Do you feel spacey or dissociated, right? Are you worried about not having enough financial security? So these are very interesting. Do you hate to sweat? Like, these are very, very strange and different questions than what you would usually get out of something that is like psychological therapy. So what you do is you check your boxes with your answers, and she gives you another answer sheet in the back, which is great. You have a clean answer sheet back here. And then at the end, you tally up your scores on your answer sheet, and the scores will tell you which of your chakras are blocked. Fantastic. And then she gives you really great individual chakra unblocking meditations. It's really a beautiful book. I think anyone interested in meditation and anyone who has PTSD or is going through therapy should get this book. It's great. ABCs of Chakra Therapy by Deidre Deemer. Beautiful book. She's great. I'm not going to give away any more of her meditations. Let's see. Yeah, meditative tasks. So, meditation does not just have to be you sitting and not doing anything ever at all. Meditative tasks can be any act of creation, right? Whether you whittle wood and carve and whittle wood, whether you spin, knit, crochet, weave, or any of those things like what I do, if you mold clay, if you paint, whatever act of the mere act of creating something with your hands as a human feels to me so like such a primordial activity. Making things, making tools. What sets us apart from all the other animals on earth? We make things, we create things, and we make pretty things. Anything artistic, anything like that, writing even. Any of those things can be meditative, right? There's, what is it called? When you are like channeling and writing, there's a specific word for channeling writing. Anyway, there's a word for that. One of my favorite meditative kind of tasks is something that most people see as tedious or monotonous, where you're just doing the same thing over and over again. And of course, this is what I do when I spin. This is what I look like when I spin. This is spinning. I just sit there and I do this. That's what I do. I'm just sitting here and I'm just doing this and I'm just letting my mind wander. And I'm also creating something amazing. And I'm letting my mind wander. Sometimes I think about short story ideas I have. Sometimes I'm thinking about what I want to eat for dinner. But it's the act of doing something, right? You can also meditate while you are doing these tasks, right? Like I'm going to be spinning and also cleansing myself. I'm going to spin and do the cleansing breath, right? You can do that. You don't have to just sit. So if you're very fidgety and can't sit still, maybe you have ADHD, you don't have to sit there and do nothing. If that's something that has kept you from meditating, is you think you have to sit there and do nothing. You can sit there and you can do something while you're meditating. You can do it. It's all right. Meditation can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you're basically following the principle of rhythmic breathing, clearing mind, visualizing to cleanse, build energy, what have you. Meditation is a very fluid definition of an activity, right? Sometimes when I am meditating, I will feel like someone is watching me. And sometimes when I have been meditating on tarot cards and different things, I have had spirits come and say things to me. Strange, I know. And some of you who aren't super woo-woo are probably going to be like, her? Like, you lost me there, girl. And it's like, all right, well, if this isn't something that happens to you, then you can click off this video because that's all I'm going to talk about for the last few minutes here. But if you feel like someone is watching you, or you feel a presence in the room that is not a physical presence, something that I have found that is very, very helpful to do is do different hand placements, right? So usually what I will do is I will take one of my hands, whether I'm right-handed or left-handed. I'm right-handed, so if you're left-handed, you would do this hand. Whatever your active hand is, I will put it up and I will face it out and I will say, thank you for visiting me. I bless you with goodwill. Go away. Right? I'm setting that boundary. Don't come up on me when I'm meditating, right? Like, don't come up on me. And like, I'll just sit there and I will do this and I will feel protected. I will feel protected because I'm sending them away. I'm sending them away gently and politely. It's like, I bless you and I send you away. And this works very well. And I will just sit there like this. If I never feel a presence, then I won't do that palm placement, right? But if I feel a presence, I will palm placement and be like, thank you, please leave. And then go right back to my meditation. Because what happens, and the reason why you might feel a presence or something might come and visit you, is because raising your vibration, which is what meditation does, cleans out all your chakras, right? Raises your vibration. It makes your aura brighter. Whatever vocabulary you want to use, raise vibration, lighting up, brighter aura, whatever. Those things can attract different kinds of spirits, like a moth to a flame, basically. It could be an elemental spirit or other kind of nature spirit, whatever you want to call them. It could be deceased people. It doesn't matter. It could be any kind of spirit. Sometimes they will see your aura and they will say, "Oh, that's really powerful. What's going on over there? What are they doing?" Sometimes they're just curious. They're like, "Oh, what's that light over there?" It's kind of like if you live your life in a dark forest and you suddenly see a campfire, right? And you're like, "What are they cooking?" And you scurry over to see what they're cooking. You know, you're just being nosy. And that's what these spirits are doing. They're just being nosy. And most of the time, they don't mean you any harm. If you are worried about protection, you're extremely paranoid about protection, like I am, quartz crystals are wonderful for protection. You can go really crazy with crystals and get, spirit protection specific crystals based on your own beliefs, or just get a regular quartz crystal. Those are also very protective. Yeah, and that's kind of my meditation crash course. You would be really surprised what meditation can do for anxiety, what meditation on a daily basis can do for anxiety. But I will say before I let you guys go, if you have anxiety and you need medication, sometimes meditation is not enough to replace medication. They're two different forms of healing. They are both powerful and useful in their own way. And you can't always replace one with the other and still have effective healing take place. Some of us need pills to heal, right? So I just want to make sure that anyone out there taking medication doesn't feel like their form of healing isn't valid. Medication is extremely valid. All right, and with that said, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have any specific questions about meditations, different kinds of meditations, put them down in the comment section down below. If it's complicated enough, I'll answer in a video. If it's simple, I will comment back. If you liked this, please hit like and subscribe to support me and my channel. And until next time, happy dabbling and bye-bye.